Good morning, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining us here at on a lovely Monday morning. Hopefully you guys have had some lectures, or hopefully not. But yeah, we're stoked for you to be joining us. Just leave another couple of minutes for any last people to filter in. But what we'll be doing today is I'll just be taking you guys through what we like to do at Gdg, some of the events we have, and then for the rest of the stream I will be making some game art. We'll be making a game. Over the course of these streams we'll be making a game from the beginning to completion, hopefully, depending on how my game dev abilities are feeling over the next little while. Great. So I reckon we can just jump into it now. Cool. So welcome everyone. Thanks for attending. We are the Game Developer Guild, and we are here to help you get better at game development. So if you're into any aspect of game development, really, whether that's the coding, the art, even just playing games, we're basically here to support you and support your love of games. So without further ado, I will introduce you to our execs this year. So some old faces may be familiar with some of these execs already. So we have our beloved Josh and Saowin, who have been our trusty president and vice president for the last few years. Harry, our treasurer. So some of our new faces this year are obviously myself. Some of you may be wondering, where is Clinton? It's me, I'm the new Clinton. We've also got Darren, who joined us as the arts coordinator this year, as well as Kim Song and Jordan, who've also joined us as new general executives. The rest of the execs have been very much a loyal old execs. Cool. So I'll actually be joined on call today by Kim Song, who will be chatting with me as I do a bit of art. Hello, Kim Song.
Hello.
Awesome. So what is Gdg all about? Because it's very well and good to be saying, okay, we help you like games, but what does that actually mean? So we do a few things at this club. One of our main principles is education, so we want to help you learn how to develop games. So the way we do that is we hold tutorials. Those will get started in week 3, and we also hold game jams, and our execs and our more experienced members are always going to be around to help out you whenever you need. We provide support. So, I mean, when I first entered the Game Developer Guild last year, I had never worked with game development in my entire life, and all the members and all the execs, all the support that they provided for me, allowed me to grow those skills. So what we're about at the Game Developer Guild is game devs supporting game devs. So we welcome people from all backgrounds and all levels to the exciting world of game dev. We're also about creativity. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have a lot of ideas, and ideas are great, but they only really become something when you actually put them into action. So we're about helping you ignite those sparks and actually getting them into action. So if you have an idea for a game, come share it with us. We will see if anyone else is interested. We can grab a team for you. We can provide resources for what you need to create that game and get it going. Personal development. We really, whether you want to do game development as a career or just as a hobby, we really want to help you kind of develop within the game development industry. Develop within the game development industry. It's a lot of developments. So we host a lot of industry nights, and just being able to network within a group of game developers should help you progress to where you need to get to. And collaboration. This is my favorite one. We provide. We're hosting, as I mentioned earlier, we host a lot of game jams, and this gives you the really unique opportunity to be able to work with other people and learn how to game develop in a team, which is kind of, obviously when you're game developing on your own, it's hard to do, but in the real world, half the battle is working with other people, fortunately or unfortunately. So yeah, within the club, and just the social aspect of the club gives you the opportunity to collaborate with other people and work in game development in a teamwork setting. So those are kind of the 5 pillars of GDG. That's what we aim to do here. So what is game development? So I've been throwing around the term game development a lot, and some of you may be wondering, what do I actually mean when I say game development? So obviously this isn't a catch-all. There are loads of areas of game development that I haven't included here. This includes kind of game development marketing and business. However, just for the sake of for a more beginner and indie friendly understanding of game development, we've narrowed it down to these 4 areas. So one of the areas, and this is the one we'll be covering today in the stream, is art. So this is creating graphics and the visual designs and themes for a game. An artist might, but also might not necessarily, do the animation for a game as well. They may also kind of pull together the just general stylistic theme of a game. The next area is coding. So if art is everything visual, coding is everything logical. So coding is what makes the game a game. Basically, it puts all the rules and mechanics into the game, and it makes things in the game do what we want. So if you are into programming, it could be for you. Another aspect of game development is sound. So there's actually so much to sound. So there's the music, there is the sound effects, there is voice acting to a game, and creating video game music is quite different from creating regular music, because you have this with regular songs, you might just be carrying across a message in one song. With game music, you need to be carrying across a theme or a feeling throughout the entire game. The music needs to blend across scenes, needs to merge depending on what's happening in the game. So sound design in game development is really exciting. And last but not least, I've kind of, I don't want to say the word lumped because that sounds like, it makes this area sound not as important, but that's not true. This, if anything, is one of the most important areas of game development. Game design. So I've kind of combined writing the story, writing the mechanics, and writing the purpose of the game into one here. What that includes is it kind of includes sitting down, working with other people, testing out ideas, testing out, would this game be fun? Is this a game you'd be interested in? And kind of tweaking the game until it's at its maximum fun stage, because you can be great at art, coding, and sound, but if the game hasn't been designed well, if the game isn't good in theory, then you don't really have a good game. So that's what makes game design so important. I'm very good at rambling, but if you're interested in any of these areas at all, then Gdg is for you, and we'd love to see you around. So what do we get up to in Gdg? So we have a few events throughout the year. Obviously with Omicron being a thing recently, there is a little bit of uncertainty around these events, but we'll let you know as the events approach what our plans will be with respect to these events. So we host industry talks, and first industry talk actually will be next week. We'll send out more information for that. So a few times a semester we'll invite in a speaker from the industry to come and share their experience with working in the industry, maybe how they got to that point from where they started. A lot of the people we invite in are University of Auckland alumni, so much like most of the people in this club. I will say that I'm very excited for next week's industry talk at launch night. I won't give away too much, but I will say if you're a fan of MiHoYo's games, you will want to attend this talk. For those of you who aren't familiar with MiHoYo, they have recently published, they're the developers of a relatively popular mobile game. Relatively is putting it lightly. They won Mobile Game of the Year last year, I believe. But anyway, I'm super excited to be having that industry talk next week. Kiwi Jam. So Kiwi Jam is New Zealand's biggest game jam. It's 48 hours long, and it's usually hosted at Unleashed Space and just on campus, and you'll meet a few people and to see if you can develop a game in 48 hours. What I will say about this is that we've been very lucky the last few years because we've just threaded the needle with Kiwi Jam and COVID. So the last few years, Kiwi Jam, because it's around the middle of the year, it's just missed all the lockdowns. However, it will go ahead virtually this year if Omicron is still a problem. Fingers crossed it won't be, obviously, but it will still happen regardless. It's just something, there is definitely just something nicer about being able to be there physically and meet all the new people. But anyway, it's a really great opportunity, and I don't know about you guys, I'm a huge procrastinator, so something about having the kind of time pressure really forces me to get the game going a lot faster. Gdg Jams. So there's Kiwi Jam, and we also have Gdg Jams. So these are a lot lower pressure. We have these in-house game jams, and these last for around a month or so. And this is just an opportunity purely for you to have a go at making a game and stretch your game developer skills. So you'll have a month, you'll be paired up with some other Game Dev Guild members, and at the end of the month we have a showcase, and you will be able to see what other people have worked on over the month. And so this is a really, really awesome way to build up your own confidence and skills in game development. Honestly, I think this is where the Gdg Jams, I think, is where I built up all my skills last year. They're really useful. For any returning members out there, you might have known these as Teams rounds last year. So we have dubbed them the shiny new name, Gdg Jams. Tutorials. So I mentioned this earlier, but we do host tutorials. So this year, they'll start in week 3. We'll probably, for COVID, we have plans to host them as workshops on Zoom. Normally we like to host these in person, but obviously with the current situation it's a little difficult. So this will kind of, if you've never done game development before, what these will do is these will kind of give you the springboard to start off your game development journey. So we teach all this from the ground up. Cool. So that's it from us. I did want to mention one last thing. Normally we also have games nights as well. So that's usually at the end of the semester. We will usually have some pizza, bring in a few games, and we'll all have just kind of the game bash together. It's usually a great way to relieve stress right before exams hit. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, at least for the first half of the semester, we have plans for everything to be virtual, unfortunately. So tutorials will be hosted on Zoom, and we have plans for the Gdg Jams to also potentially be hosted on Zoom, if not on Twitch. We have fingers crossed for at least semester 2 we'll be able to get back in person and be the usual Gdg that you all know and love. But for now, at least, we will be online for this semester. Cool. So that wraps that up. So what we'll be doing for the rest of the stream today is I'll be kind of setting up the game that we're going to be making over the next few streams. And we'll break up the kind of dev grind every 40-45 minutes or so by showcasing a game that our members have made. Kim, what do you reckon? Should we start off with a showcase, or should we just get straight into the game?
I think you should start off by introducing our mascots for the year.
That's a good point. I almost forgot. We have 3 mascots. So these are our 3 lovable mascots, dubbed Roy, G, and Viv. I'm sure you guys can guess which one's which, but I'll just bring my mouse in actually. We've got Roy, for red hair, G for green, and Viv for blue. So each of these 3 members represent one of the kind of fundamental areas of game development, and then together they make a game. So we've got Roy representing music and sound design, G representing art and visuals, and we've got Viv representing coding.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks for reminding me, Kim.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think starting up a showcase of maybe one of our Kiwi Jams or Gdg Jam would be good.
Yeah, good idea. Okay. Let's see what games we have. Okay. Let's showcase this one. I'm excited to give this one a show. I'll be turning off my webcam now, but it was lovely to see you all. My laptop is very small and starts to have a freak out if I leave my webcam on for too long. So you'll just hear my lovely voice from here on out. But thanks for... It's good to see you guys. Okay.
The Lizard Wizard, I love it.
The Lizard Wizard is cute, isn't he? I did think we were going to just call him Lizard Wizard, but I definitely think the game, the names that we have now make more sense. But there's always a space in my heart for Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, it'll be his nickname.
Yeah. So we have the game Quapple here, by Team Cortisol, and this game was made in Kiwi Jam last year. Kim, I don't know if you remember this game?
No.
Do you remember a game? Do you remember an area where there was a lot of like zapping and people getting
Oh, that one.
electrocuted.
Yeah, I get
it's
you.
that one.
Yeah, that one. I didn't actually get to play it myself, but
No, I was too scared, but I guess I can play now, unless it can zap me on the computer somehow. Basically, this game was fantastic because in Kiwi Jam last year, they had this game hooked up to a electric buzzer that you connected to your wrist, basically, and every time you died in the game, you got shocked. So no electric buzzer on my desk, so no shocks. So I'll actually be able to play the game this time. So press any key to start. Press Q, A, P, and L to control the corresponding red or purple square. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen this game. I don't know why I'm... stressed to play this. Oh my god.
Like, you're not gonna get shocked, it's fine.
I don't know why I'm stressed to like play it so. It's possible to win this game.
No play game. Wait, you know
This is a rough one.
Wait, is this game on itch.io or?
Yeah, so this game's on itch.io, and
Wait, what's it called?
I will share the link. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see the link in the top corner there, but if you'd like to have a play yourself, it is up there. I'm so bad at this. This is insane. I win! I only died 14 times. Dude, I don't know why this game was stressing me out, even like without the electric shock. There's something about like the... They did really good with the music on this one. Hang on, I'll turn it back on. Can you guys hear that? Oh, man. No, it's stressful.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of Kiwi Jam,
Yes.
and you know 3 other people who also attended Kiwi Jam and made an epic game.
Oh man.
We'll showcase that one later.
We'll showcase that one later, but Kim and I also made a game. It's very... It's a lot of fun.
You can't forget Sam. You can't forget Sam.
We can't forget Sam.
He was our main artist. So.
He's regretfully decided not to join Game Developer Guild this year, but I think we'll rope him into it at some point.
Yeah. So shout out to Samuel Lockhart. He's a really good animator and artist who's attending media design school right now. So look forward to his works in the future.
Yeah, he's insane. Honestly, I think the big thing about Kiwi Jam that I was most astounded by was just how quickly people were able to get all this stuff up and going. You know, like I think for me it was like really watching Sam just throw together all those assets in like a few hours.
Yeah, honestly, like I was surprised with like our pace of work and how much we actually got done.
Oh yeah.
Even though our game was mildly complete, to say the least.
It's the thought that counts. or something.
All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So that was a taster of Kiwi Jam and what the people made during that event. What I actually don't know, but what is the game that we're making for this expo?
What is the game that we're making for this expo? Well, I will reveal, all will be revealed to you right now, Kim.
I can't believe I don't know this.
No, I
Why
thought
don't I know this?
I've tactically done this because I thought we could do it as a little. I'm trying to make this not sound like I just didn't prepare for this stream, because I did. But I was thinking we could choose some of our aspects of the game on the fly, so that way we can get a little bit of game design in as well. So
okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this handy dandy OneNote that I have. So what I have decided is we are going to be making a 2D side scroller. Like have you played any of these games? Like you must at least be familiar with like Mario. You know, the 2D.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it'll be like that.
Does Mega Man count?
Yeah, yes.
Or Sonic?
Yeah, that's just every 2D game you've ever played.
It's like every game that was created in the 90s.
90s or the 80s, yeah. So what I'm introducing to you guys here, and this, you guys are going to be sick of hearing this from me by the end of the year, but one of the most important parts of developing a game is the scope. And this is because what happens is if you are really into game development and you're like, I want my first game that I make to be World of Warcraft, you are not going to have the resources to be able to complete that. You're going to get, because, you know, if you haven't made a game before, you won't be skilled enough yet, and you'll get unmotivated, and you just won't finish the game. So what it's best to do when you are starting off making a game is defining to yourself exactly what you want out of the game before you make it. So you can kind of have a little checkbox as you develop, being like, yes, I've done this feature, I've done this feature, I've done this feature. So these features here are what we call the MVP, which stands for minimum viable product. I have not put a space in there. There we go.
Yeah,
so
it's not most valuable player.
it's not. Kim, you if there was a most valuable player, it would be you, but there isn't, so you're not.
It would be me, right?
Would you rather be the minimum viable product?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah. All right.
That's like saying, would you like to be like the most subpar version of yourself?
Joke's on you, I already am. Oh man. Okay. So we have the minimum viable product, which is not most valuable player. So this is kind of like you're kind of breaking down for yourself what's the smallest my game could possibly be. So if we're thinking like a game like any game can be broken down to its minimum viable product. What's a game you've played recently, Kim?
Recently? TFT.
So what?
It stands for Teamfight Tactics. If anyone doesn't know what that is.
So what is the kind of, what's at the core of TFT? What makes the game the game? So what are the core mechanics you can do in the game?
So TFT is kind of like, I don't know. It stems from a game called Auto Chess, which was a mod for Dota 2. And essentially, each round you're given a selection of 5 units that you can buy off the shop. And then you buy those units, you put them onto your board, and the fighting each round is automated. Each champion or character or whatever has different traits or synergies. So for example, let's say bruiser. If you have 2 bruisers on your board, then they both gain bonus health, for example. And essentially the entire game is, if your board wins, you deal damage to the enemy controller or whatever, and you want to be the last one standing, essentially. But so it's all about strategy. It's about I guess RNG as well, because you got to play against the odds. You know, like you might want to play this really powerful character, but you might not necessarily get them. In games like that, would be more about like game design more than anything, because game mechanics is not as intense as like say an FPS or an action RPG, for example.
So if we broke this game,
so you gotta really play to your strength when it...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we broke this game down into its very kind of fundamental mechanics, we have basically it's turn-based, right?
Yeah.
So basically, if we wanted to break TFT,
base mechanics would be like drag and click, being able to like, I guess, drag a character onto your board would be one, like kind of like chess, right?
Yeah.
So you need some, able to move assets and place assets.
If you wanted to break it down even more, you wouldn't even need the animations or anything. As long as there was some system for delegate, like, just click on a square and say this character goes here. That's all you really need.
This is not a good choice to show game scope, because it's such a lot.
Show game scope?
Strategy games is so hard to talk about. But
if we wanted to break a...
We can try it. Yeah.
So we need some sort of... We just need a turn system. We need basically a way to place units on board. We need some kind of a scoring system to check like which player is winning, right? Because then you kind of score.
Yeah, it's more. I guess. Well, if we're using like strictly what they do, it would be a health system. So it's like every time you win a battle, you inflict damage to the other player. So yeah.
And then you need a scoring to determine which person wins each round, right?
Yeah. Normally it's just like the characters on your boards just fight until the death, and whichever board. So yeah, a win or lose state.
Yeah.
The hardest part about this game to develop would be like the character's AI, right? Because once you put your characters on the board and they fight automatically. So this is not a game where you would develop easily, because it requires
for sure
good AI.
Yeah.
But we can just talk about it in terms of the aspects of the game that we can break them down into.
Yeah.
So if you were developing this game, you would pretty much dedicate an entire team, if not teams, for just purely the AI.
Yeah.
Of like the interaction with the characters. So.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess when you think about the game, just in terms of what makes this game, itself, you can define its mechanics as it has turns, you can place characters on boards, you kind of have a score based on what characters you place on the boards, someone takes damage, and then eventually there's a win or lose state. So that these 5 mechanics summarize TFT. So in the same way, what you'll want to do for yourself when you start developing a game is develop a checkbox of very specific mechanics you're going to develop to complete your game. And this will just kind of help you stay focused and help you know when you're kind of finished your game or gotten your game to a playable state. So for the game we'll be developing over the next few streams, I've defined a few MVP goals, kind of. So basically, it's going to be a 2D side scroller. So what we'll want is we want a level to walk through, enemies who damage you when you touch them, a win state when you reach the end, some way to attack, and a death state. Is there anything I've missed there? I think that basically covers a simple side scroller game.
This covers about like the programming of the game. However, just like this minimal vibe product does not consider, well, at least what we've talked about, the art or the music.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. So
yeah.
Art is a huge, like art and music are huge parts of games. They make or break, just like every other part. Like you need your code, you need your art, you need your music. If any of those are out of sync with one another, you just have a bad game.
Yeah, for sure. So at this point,
or an incomplete game at least.
Exactly. So usually, and I mean this might not work for everyone else, some people like to start designing the game from the art. So I'm definitely not saying this is the be all end all way to start making a game. But for me, I like to kind of be able to define or just think out in my head what the game's going to look like and how it's going to play before I go ahead and make it. So at this point I kind of have these basic mechanics that I want, and I just kind of have, you know, I think I'd like some kind of a character. Sometimes I'll do like a little sketch for myself just to, you know, visualize in my head how I want the game to look. So you should be able to have a character that can move around. There are like enemies that can shoot you or something like that, and there's going to be like...
That looks like a teapot.
This is the thematic. This is the theme of the game now. It's a fight against the evil teapots.
Alright, can we make the enemies teapots?
Yes, we can. This is actually one of the things I wanted to discuss with you, because I haven't actually decided on the visual theme of the game yet. So we're going to come up with that today. So,
okay. Wait, what's the natural enemies of teapots? Let me look it up.
Well, let me look it up. Let me look up the...
well, if I don't know,
Wikipedia.com /
natural enemy of teapots.
/ teapots / natural predators. Okay, well... What's...
Oh, okay, actually this is really cool. Can we make the enemies assassin teapots? Because those are a real thing in real life.
Oh,
Have
those
you
are
heard
the
of
ones where
assassin's
like you
teapot?
pour something and they've got like 2 different layers, right? And
Yeah. So they work with like atmosphere. They work with like pressure.
Yeah.
We won't go into it, but like yeah.
We can probably do that. Who do you think is someone who would really hate teapots? Maybe, I guess I'm just thinking on the scale of teapots, maybe our main character is like a mouse or something like that, and he has a big hammer and he's just smashing up these plates and teapots and cups.
What if it's just a cat knocking over teapots?
Cat, yes, actually that's such a good idea. My cat does that all the time. Okay, so you're a cat and you hate, and so the location will be like on a kitchen bench or something like that. Right? And you're just knocking everything off the counter? Okay, that's really cute. I really like that. Okay, so that's our visual thing.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. It doesn't even have to be exactly teapots, just like it could be cups or whatever.
Knocking things.
Game development at its finest,
Exactly.
everyone.
This will be on Steam in the next 24 hours. It won't. Please don't look it up. So, basically, I guess what I'm trying to say here is, you know, there are a whole bunch of things we could eventually add to this game. You can have different power-ups, different kinds of weapons, different kinds of enemy, but that's not part of the MVP, if that makes sense. It's not fundamental to what makes the game the game. when you're just starting off, you probably just want to have just one enemy that exists and damages you, and that's kind of, you know, the basic product, you know, the basic shippable product of being able to be damaged, and you can improve on that later. So
yeah, it's all about the core mechanic of the game. So
exactly.
yeah, look at
Plus-
Mario. You know,
yeah.
like there's not that many mechanics in the game, but the ones that are there are very polished, and that's why it's a fun game.
Exactly. So you definitely want to get these core mechanics down before you start building on them. Because what happens otherwise is you get really excited about one mechanic and you work on it really hard, and then you don't have any foundation for the rest of your game, and then you get demotivated. And I am speaking from experience. Okay, so
What, the push mechanic?
yeah, baby.
Pushing your block around.
I'm being attacked for a game that I never finished developing, which is actually all of my games, to be honest. We don't talk about that.
It's a common theme at GDG.
It's true.
We well, I guess it's because of the time limit, but
for sure.
We get a lot of I guess just MVPs, and that's it. So we yeah, it's never like a complete game as what you would expect. We do have a few people or a few teams out there who have and still are working on like full-fledged games that they will release on platforms out there.
Yeah, some of those have been awesome. Actually, I'll showcase some of those.
That's not for the more experienced people.
Yeah, some people have done something really awesome.
All right, cool.
So,
we should probably move on. I think we've been on this way.
I think we have too, but basically, okay. So the game we'll be making is we'll be making the side scroller. You can get injured, you can die, and you can win, and that's the basic mechanics of the game.
Sorry.
Here we have.
Honestly, that's a lot.
Creta. Yeah, I think we can do it though. And if it's
okay, well, I mean, it's really just you, but oh, that was good.
I was really giving you something there, Kim. I was really trying to say I was really trying to throw you a bone there. But, if you want me to take all the credit, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Anyways, moving on.
New file. Okay.
We should definitely make Biv the character. He's a cat.
Oh, he is a cat. We could do that. I'll throw a blue cat in there to
Alright.
Okay. As a little tidbit. Okay, so what I like to do right off the bat, so we're not going to be making any assets yet, because what we'll probably want to be doing is kind of coming up with ideas of what we want the game to look like. Basically what I do here is I do a whole bunch of like minute-long sketches and then just go with one I like the most. So where is my pen? Got it here. Cool. I'm going to choose a pencil. Okay, so this art program is called Creta. I believe it's free, and it is honestly one of the best art programs I've ever used. It's just really nice. It's got a huge selection of brushes, and I don't know, it just kind of has all the functionality I need. I think you can do I know you can do animation on it as well. So like for me, I use this and I'm like, why would I use Photoshop? But yeah, highly recommend Creta.
Not sponsored.
Sorry?
I was just saying, not sponsored.
I wish this was sponsored. Man. Okay. So I think a really popular art style for video games is pixel art. Do you reckon we go with pixel art for this game, Kim?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do that. Okay, so when I'm thinking cat, I'm thinking you can have like kind of a humanoid character who like stands up, or we can have like a more kind of like animalistic. I'm just gonna start sketching some ideas down.
Yeah, just draw the head first.
That one's kind of goofy. We can do like a cuter one as well.
I think, well, if we're gonna use Biv as like the model, might as well just make him like stand in 2 feet, right?
Yeah, that's true. Although wouldn't it be kind of cute to have a cat that kind of like walks around like this and like bats things off? Like that. Wow.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
But then how is he gonna... Are we gonna give him like a little sword?
Wait, that cat's pretty cute, not gonna lie.
He is, right? Look at his little legs.
Wait.
What if...
No, just have him swipe, he doesn't need a little sword.
Kim, okay, hang on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Are you watching this?
I am watching this.
What do you think? Yeah?
Sorry? Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Got a big sword.
No, wait. Can we just make it like he's wearing like the paw gloves? You know,
The
yeah,
paw
like
gloves?
he's wearing those cat paw gloves. You know what I'm talking about?
The weeaboo ones?
And like instead of a sword, yeah.
He's just
Wait,
wearing
let
like
me
big
try to
cat
find a
paw
reference
gloves, like
image.
this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
Wait.
so we've...
Well, I don't know.
Do we want a cat with a... Okay, I'm kind of thinking...
I kind of like the cute cat though.
You do, I do, he's kind of cute, but I guess I'm trying to think how he's gonna attack.
Yeah, you just swiped it with his little paws.
Yeah, but look how much range he has. That's like nothing. What's he gonna... He's gonna be like this close to the enemy to hit it.
Okay.
Well, okay, hang on. I think we can figure out a way around this. I think he can just do a swipe, and then like we'll just have an effect come out like this when he swipes.
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah,
cover
yeah,
up this
yeah.
area. Okay, let's go with this guy. He's
I like
kind of
that.
cute.
As funny as the other guy is,
He's
I
quite.
think
There's a place in my heart.
the other one's just way cuter. There's a place in your heart for a macho cat.
There is actually. Hang on. So I'm just looking at the stream quality right now, and it says like encoding is overloaded. So I'm a little concerned. The stream is very choppy right now. I don't know. Chat, how is it looking from your guys' side? Kim, I can't see them, so you'll have to let me know.
Well, yeah, I'll let you know. I can see the chat, but
Is the stream looking okay? Because I'm getting a lot of like complaints on my side about from OBS Studio about how it's being overloaded right now.
yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. For now, just keep it as is.
Awesome.
I'll let you know.
Cool. That should be okay then. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we've got our little cat here. I'm just gonna go ahead. Let's not waste any more time. I'm just gonna go ahead and snip this cat and start turning him into a sprite. We'll see. Let's do a new file and content. Do one from clipboard. Create from clipboard. Yes. Cool. Here we go. Make that
Oh, nice.
right.
Well, while you're doing this, why don't you talk about when you started doing pixel art, or you know, when did you start your art career in general? I guess.
How did I start my art
If
career?
you call it, if you can even call it an art career.
Okay, Kim.
No shots fired. Just, you know.
Some shots fired. I'm forcibly evicting Kim from the stream. No, you're good for now. This is kind of embarrassing actually, but I got into art through just like, I was really into anime at high school, and I just did like a
see
lot.
why you're not now, but
I'm not. You're more of a weeaboo than I am at this point. I'm confident in saying this, I feel like.
look, I'm not a closet, so.
Yeah. But no, I was really into it in high school, and I did a lot of fan art, and I don't know, it was just a really, it sounds weird, but it was a really good motivator for me to, I don't know, for me to draw stuff, because I'd watch a show and I'd be like, man, that character's so cool, I want to draw that character, and I draw them. And
Yeah, I did that in middle school as well.
yeah.
I used to follow this guy on YouTube.
Mm.
Like, he was like kind of like I don't know. I would say he was like kind of the earlier kind of like art channels that taught like art tutorial channels. And yeah, his name is Mark Crilly.
Oh my god, I have one of his books. I forgot about him.
Really? Yeah, Mark Crilly book? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
He did like the how to draw.
So I used to watch Mark Crilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had his own. I think he had his own little manga series for a bit too.
Yeah. Oh man. You just awoken like a repressed memory for me. Like I totally forgot about him. And yeah, no. He was actually a big motivator for me getting into art as well. I think also just following a lot of artists on Instagram and stuff like that. I feel like I just look at them and be like, man, I wish I could draw like that, and have a go at it, you know.
Okay. Well, anyways, aside from that, I think you should focus more on telling us what you're doing.
So right now, I'm trying to just resize this canvas to get him more pixely. Trying to decide how small we're gonna make him. Thinking, you think that's too small? I think that's like a nice pixel vibe, though. Maybe we're okay.
Yeah. I don't want him to be too pixelated because then you kind of get like the roundness of the cuteness of it.
Yeah. No. So what I'll do is I'll keep it at that size and we'll just resize it back up if it's too small. Cool. So I'm gonna switch out of a pencil now, and we'll go to a pink pen. Here we go. Actually, I think what's really nice about Creta is it has specific pixel art pens. Here we go, like this. So these ones are designed for doing pixel art, so you can resize them up, and they've just got this kind of like nice, chunky, solid look. So I will be using that today. So it's a little too thick for him. Let's do this. So we're just going to be doing the cat standing, so he's not going to have his paw out. How's that looking?
Cat.
Cat.
Yes, it is cat.
He's so dopey. Oh my god. Okay.
No, someone in the chat just said cat. I'm like,
what?
No, like someone in like Twitch chat just said cat. That was it.
That was it. Good. I agree with them. Are they wrong?
No.
That's what I thought.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Wait, what the hell? His paws so small, they look so cute.
Let's have a look at this. Why is it He's so small. We reckon a tail like that. He looks scared now.
He's
Let's
so cute.
put him like this.
Yeah, let's just strip it down. Oh, yeah, curve. Yeah, yeah, I like that curved.
Do we want to give it bigger eyes? No, it's a little creepy. Let's.
Nah, I think the small eyes are good.
Small eyes are kind of cute, aren't they? This is not doing it for me. I'm gonna have a go at it just to take a look. Nah, that's not. It's not. This ain't it, boys. Let's keep it like this.
Oh.
Give it a little. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. My internet completely shut off. Can you still? Okay, you're still there. We're all good.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, sweet. That was exciting. My internet's been doing that a lot today. Which is just what you want to hear, really, when you're going to be doing a stream. Anything exciting happened the last 20 seconds?
We're getting some nice. Well, honestly, this cat's coming look really cute. Okay, it doesn't look like a dog anymore. Definitely a cat.
Definitely a cat. He's cute. I'm gonna give him a little tummy. I did want to say I really appreciate you being on the stream with me this time, because the last stream I did, where I was like, it was just me, the silences was so hard, because like I'd have to think of something to say like every 10 seconds, and then when I ran out of stuff it'd just be like complete silence. No, so it's good to have you.
Yeah, I've been known to be a bit of a chatterbox myself. Oh my god, this cat's so cute. What the fuck?
I give him a little whiskers.
Oh, sorry. No profanity. My bad.
What's your profanity? Are the whiskers too much, do you think? I think so.
No, I think add the whiskers. It makes
Add
sense.
the
It makes
whiskers?
sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so... I'm gonna give him a little pause. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's so cute.
Yeah, it's actually so cute.
I live for making things cute. Should I give him a little... Wait, if he has a tummy, wouldn't it come up around here? Or am I like overthinking this? I'll put some there as well. Or is that weird?
Like... No, I think that's fine.
Okay, cute. Alright.
Look, you're the art person, not me.
You're the...
I'll be able to provide more advice during the programming section, but...
Listen, I think you're the voice of reason when it comes to art. The problem, and I think a lot of artists will relate to this, is the problem with doing art is it gets to a point when you do it and you just can't tell anymore whether it's good or not. You're just... because you've been looking at the same piece of art over and over again. So, I don't know, I've had a lot of like artist friends be like, wow, like this looks terrible, I'm so unsatisfied with this, and I'm like, that looks amazing, you've just looked at it for like the last hour straight and that's why you don't like it.
Yeah.
It's good to have someone around to be like, nah dude, it's fine, looks good, shut up, you know?
Yeah. Move on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with this cat for now, so... You know what, actually, Kim, I disagree with you. I think the whiskers are too much. I'm taking them out.
What?
I'm looking at it, and I think it's too busy.
Okay.
Just put this like that.
But that's like what defines a cat.
Are you saying something's not a cat if it doesn't have whiskers?
Well, I don't know. I personally think it looks strange now without the whiskers.
Well, if you think so, I'll put them back in. Okay, no, you're right, I do like them. Apologies, then. Alright.
What happened to me being the voice of reason?
Okay. Alright. Cool. So, let's make a new folder. I'm actually gonna put this out of the way so no one sees my entire file hierarchy. You can tell I'm very new to streaming. I you know, when Clinton teaches me stuff, like he just tells me all this stuff like I just wouldn't have thought of before, like in terms of like what you're streaming and stuff. Like I've never thought twice about just like sharing my whole screen, and he's like, oh, people can see this and this and this, and I'm like, oh crap, that's not good.
Yeah.
What do I call this folder?
This is why the position of co-host is amazing.
Yeah.
I get to just sit here, enjoy the show, and just talk my mind.
Watch me mess up and stream my IP address to the entire world.
Yeah, I'm gonna SSH into it right now.
Yeah. Okay, what do I call this folder? I'm gonna call it Gdg. Gdg Stream Game. Stream Game. Cool. Awesome. So I'll save this as layer. Cool. And what I will do is I will also save this as a PNG. I actually think this is fine. I don't think anyone can see anything. Cool. So that is done. So the reason why I like to define all these kind of things for myself before I start the game is because I need to know what assets I'm going to be making. So if we've got a side scroller game, we actually need quite a lot of things. So we need an enemy, we need the player, we need a repeatable or like tileable asset for the ground, so we can because I mean obviously if you wanted you could just draw the entire level, but why do that when you can just draw one asset that loops over and you can just you know, design the level however you like. So we need to make some of those. We need to do a background.
Think of like Lego.
Yeah, exactly. And we need to do some effects. I will leave animations for the stream on Tuesday, when I'll be joined by Darren.
Sorry, continue.
I was just saying I'll leave animation and effects for the stream tomorrow, where I'll be joined by Darren instead of Kim. You're being replaced.
The other art whiz.
Yeah. Cool. So we have a...
Yeah, I'll be glad to get out of here.
You can leave, Kim. It's... Wait, no, actually don't. Please, I'm so alone. Okay.
I have the high ground.
Okay, let's... What do you guys... Are you feeling we showcase another game now, or should we keep cracking with this? Because I feel like I'm not sure we're gonna get this all done by.
I think let's get the enemy, like one enemy done.
Let's get one enemy done. For this stream, let's
get a teapot going.
And for this game, I'm only gonna do one enemy, as adhering to my MVP principles. But if we were to keep developing this game, we would create more enemies. So I'm going to create a new piece from the clipboard. So yes, this is the same cat, but this is what I like to do again when I'm designing assets, especially for pixel art, where you kind of want everything to be on the same scale. I keep a layer where I have an asset I've already made, so I can kind of keep it to scale and see how the enemy will look relative to the player. So I'm just going to resize the canvas to what I want it to be, which is 64 by 64, which is just like a pretty standard pixel art size. Cool. So the enemy is going to be a teapot. So are we sticking with the teapot, or do we want to do some other?
Yeah, no, we're sticking with a teapot.
Okay. So it's gonna be like an evil teapot. So if the cat's blue, let's make the enemies red, so it's kind of obvious that they're the bad guys.
A red teapot? Okay.
Or kind of at least like red toned. So
it could just be red outlined, but we'll see.
No, because what I do with a lot of art is you usually won't want to be using flat out like black or grey most of the time. And this is kind of how I spice up a lot of my pixel art and just art in general. So instead of, if I was like creating something white, for example, I wouldn't actually make it white. I would make it maybe a kind of like a creamy yellow color or a kind of cool blue color. And it just makes your work a little bit more exciting. So for this teapot, I'm going to make it kind of red tinge. And I think that also has the double effect in this game of, even though it's going to be a white teapot, it'll have like red outlines and be red themed. So you can kind of tell it's an enemy compared to the cat.
Right, Izzy, I'm going to send you a reference image of a teapot.
Thank you.
Just because, you know, that's what I'm envisioning.
It's true. Thanks for this, Kim. I'm going to...
There's different types of teapots out there, you know? You gotta...
Copy image. It's,
I don't want no modern day teapot.
For oh god, that's a big image. Oh no.
Wait, yeah, actually...
For research purposes,
I didn't expect this.
Kim has very dutifully sent me this large image of a teapot.
Wait, no. Wait, take it down.
Why? What's wrong with your teapot, huh? It's not good enough? Alright. Kim has just brought up a very valid point that it's not a Creative Commons image and is liable for copyright, so please don't copyright strike us. I will look at it on one monitor while I draw a teapot on the other monitor.
Yeah, just forget that. Just forget that happened.
Classic. The old it never happened. Okay.
I'll be sure to be more careful next time.
Okay, so I'm going to make our little cat a little bit transparent, so we can draw over him, but we can still kind of see what he looks like. I think we want to give our teapot a face, so he looks evil. Fucking grumpy.
Yeah, I agree.
So he's gonna have a
Wait,
little...
isn't this... Wait. What's the game called again? Cups.
Are you thinking Cuphead?
Cuphead, yeah, Cuphead.
Yeah, that game's awesome. I've played it a little bit.
Doesn't it have isn't there like a teacup enemy in that?
No, the teapot is like
teapot, sorry?
He's like your, because you're Cuphead. So teapot's like, I can't actually remember. He's like your elder or like your master or something. You're trying to help him.
Okay.
But in this game, he will be your enemy. Have you ever played Cuphead?
I have not. I've just watched some gameplay.
Yeah, it's insane. This art, you know they hand animated everything, right? Like everything's done like hand drawn Disney style, frame by frame.
Is that what we're doing with this game?
Probably not. I like having free time. I'm thinking, this is actually one thing I was thinking of. Something that speeds up animation is using rigging for animation instead of frame by frame animation, which basically means you can deconstruct your pictures into bones and just animate the bones instead of redrawing everything frame by frame. So I was wondering if I should do that with the cat. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it another stream.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? Ah, man. I think we've lost Kim.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense to do it during the animation section.
Right.
Because that is a longer stream, so...
No, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
There's a bit of lag. I'm listening to you, and I think you're about like 5-10 seconds behind me.
Hello?
Kim, are you there? No, good fellas. It's gone. Alright. I'm just gonna keep drawing this teapot and see if he pops back up.
I'm here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I don't think
Am
I
I
can.
muted? Testing, testing.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop. See if I can fix this, fellas. Kim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I just dropped the stream to you. I think it was slowing down. There was like a lot of lag on your side.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're all good though. I think you can get the gist of what we're doing. Anyway. Cool. How do you feel about this teapot boy right now? So what I'm thinking is he like shoots like hot tea from his nose spout thing.
Yeah. No, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can do the animation stuff about it later. For now, we'll just have it like a ball.
Yeah.
He shoots out a ball or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fine. Another way that's really good at seeing how your art looks is flipping it. And again, I'm sure most artists are familiar with this one, but it's just like when you don't have someone else around, it's a nice way to be able to kind of like have a fresh look at your art. So you've been looking at it for too long, you kind of can't tell what it looks like anymore. So flipping it it's like when you look at like a flip version of your face and it looks like
Really weird.
because you're not used to seeing it that way, but it's like, just seeing it in a different light.
Yeah. And like the strange thing is like that's the way that everyone else sees you, because the version of you that you see in the mirror is not the version that everyone else sees.
Yeah, right?
It's so strange.
It's not. People aren't seeing my good angles. This is so sad.
Yeah, can you flip your view of me, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Real quick. Okay. Oh, I've forgotten to add a new layer. So I'm just gonna color in the teapot now. And I'm going to do it a kind of light pinky color, but I will shade it in a way that makes it look shiny and white-ish afterwards. But I think color is one of the most important things in a game. I think people don't realize it, but I think if you've done programming before and just kind of any kind of UI course, there's a lot of things you can communicate just through color. Like green for go or green for yes, confirm. Those kinds of like subliminal messaging isn't the word I'm looking for, but it's the word that my brain's giving me. Those kinds of like messages.
I know what you mean, but I can't think of a word either.
Yeah. Either way, I guess what I'm saying here is by making the enemies red here, we can, without explicitly communicating it to the player, we can kind of give them an understanding that this character is negative, not good. So I'm going to make
dangerous. Stay away. Teapots are dangerous, guys.
You think that's? Why do you think cats hit things off the walls and stuff like that? What's the survival instinct there?
Well, I don't know. Like even humans, like we just prodded things for no reason. You never just grab a stick and just start smacking things.
Well, not the smacking things part, no, but.
What, really? Like, like you're out, in the playground or something, there's a stick on the ground, you're not gonna pick it up and just start, like, smacking poles?
I thought you meant, like, your friends or something like that. I was like, no, I'm not a proponent of violence.
I'm not a psychopath, what's going on?
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad we've got that cleared up. I guess, no, that's a good point. I do that as well, but I did that, like, a lot more as a kid, I feel like. I don't think I do that as much anymore. Then again, maybe it's just because I...
Wait, this kind of pinkish color kind of looks like... It's kind of lovable, you know?
Gonna have to
I
make
don't think
him-
it's evil enough.
Well, but look, he's got like an evil face and everything. He looks mean.
Hey, that's just prejudice.
He's got a real evil face. I want to make him a little darker. Like a darker pink. I think he's too...
That's fine. I think
Yeah.
we'll just keep him pink.
Yeah, and I will make him a... I think blue is a nice color for making things look shiny, so I'm going to give him a little bit of...
Or you could just make his eyes like an actual red. And
I could, eh? Alright, I reckon I'll do that. I'll give him a little bit of blue highlight here. Okay. And I will, as per Kim Song's request, I will make his eyes red.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just...
He's kind of
It's
looking
hard
like,
being such a genius.
you know that? What's the
Oh.
name of that? He's reminding me of a Pokemon, but I can't remember the name of it. You know the purple one that's like this, and it's like this. You know what I'm... I'm so
The
bad
purple
with Pokemon.
Pokemon that's like this.
Yeah. Purple Pokemon. Please come up with the one I want. Yeah, it's Please just give me the name.
It's
Is it called
Gengar.
Gengar? Yeah. He kind of looking like Gengar.
yeah. Just because Gengar has red eyes.
No, but it's like the shape of the eyes as well. Either way, I think we've done.
Okay, yeah, I agree with the shape of the eyes. Yeah.
I think we've got a good kettle going on here. So this is our. It's gonna be our kettle. So we've got our.
Wait. Teapot, kettle.
Kettle.
Those aren't the same thing.
So we've got our villains and we've got our hero. Yeah. It's kind of cute. Okay. Cool. So I think this will be fine for all intents and purposes.
But yeah, even Daz knew it was Gengar. Yeah.
Oh my
Our
god.
Pokemon game just weak.
I think it is. If my boyfriend was here, he'd be severely disappointed right now. He gets on my case.
Wait, how do you guys all know that it's Gengar?
I'm disappointed I forgot it was Gengar. Who knew it was Gengar?
Dazman and Absolute Clueless. Oh, Abso Clueless.
Oh my god. Well, I think chat should have helped us out. And I think that should have been your responsibility to check.
Wait, what?
So, yeah. Okay, I've given him some more excitement to his eyes. I've made them more evil looking.
Okay.
And I'm going to shade in his teeth a little bit so they look sharp and pointy and evil.
Do we have a name for the main player cat?
Maybe you can come up with that.
Because
See if
we'll leave it for now.
I don't know. I want to leave it open to you and the chat, and if anyone comes up with anything.
Yeah, I have to grab my seal of approval though.
Use that. Exactly. Okay. We have a kettle. Cute. So I think these aren't the most detailed pieces of art I've ever done, but they are what they are. So what I'm doing here, and one of my favorite things to do with pixel art is just gradient making gradients. So I've actually done this here with the eyes. It's very small, you can't see it, it's a very small example, but so I started off with this base color of kind of like reddish orange. And then what you want to do is, instead of shading with white and black, which can make things look really flat and boring, you'll want to choose a, make the hue a little bit deeper. So I kind of like the idea of a gradient from red to orange, so I'm going to shade it with a slightly more red color that's slightly darker, and that's what I've done here with this dark red. And then I'm going to highlight it with a more orangey, lighter color to make it more exciting. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we have our villain, and I'm going to save it.
Nice.
I'll just call it Teapot. And we'll save it as... my brain is turned off. What am I doing? Export as a PNG.
I'd like to let you know, Izzy, that Abso Clueless said I'm also disappointed about you not recognizing Gengar.
I knew it was Gengar after after I heard the name.
Oh yeah, after you searched up purple Pokemon.
No, I would never.
Sounds like a bit of a cheat.
That doesn't sound like me.
That sounds like doing a quiz and then like, you know, one of those like daily quiz things, and you just Google all the answers.
Listen, Kim Song, I'm multitasking. What's your excuse? That's what I thought. Kim, don't leave. Please come back. Okay. I'm gonna...
Remember who has the high ground here.
Should we cut away and do another little showcase of a game?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
People are gonna be
What do you wanna do? What do you wanna showcase?
I think I have an idea. There's a game. Actually, you might have seen this one already. Called Duality that our president made a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna give that a showcase. So I will just load that up. From what I remember, the music is really loud, so let's just hope that doesn't happen. Okay, I'll load it up and we'll see what happens. Turn the music off for now. Okay, so after we've done this playthrough, I think we'll start doing some of the environment. I'm looking forward to doing that. Because honestly, that's some of the most fun parts, like making repeating assets you can loop together. I don't know if this game's just really big or what, but it's taking forever to load up. Oh, here it is.
Time for an upgrade.
I have a sneaking suspicion this music is really loud. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Alright, sorry about that. Darren has just reminded me that I should probably advertise that we have this soon.
Oh, yes, good idea. You do that while I figure out how to turn the volume down.
I just put it into the chat. So the Zoom link should be on the, was it the campus labs? Is that correct? But I will just put it in the chat.
Cool.
Oh.
Can you guys see Duality?
I'm not sure if the stream is called up yet, but
Oh, no worries. So, Josh sent me this game. I think he made it in 2019, if I remember correctly. It's very cute. It's a little rhythm game.
oh yeah, that game. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really
If
cool.
anyone's played DDR or Pump It Up, you'll love this game.
It reminds me of like Friday Night Funkin', but Friday Night Funkin' came out later, I think. So,
Friday Night Funk.
it's a free game. It's a lot of fun.
Friday Night Funk. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this before.
It's
Yeah, you're right. Very similar.
yeah.
This one we got a cat and dog.
I'm painting this.
Difference.
I think this game was made to be played local multiplayer, but I don't have it's on here, so I'll just pretend I'm doing a lot better than he is.
Okay, chat has confirmed that they can see it. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I think the stream is caught up now. The models for this game is actually really good.
Right? Did they make?
I don't know. Someone in the chat said cat again.
Good.
Dude, I would destroy you at this game, not gonna lie.
Now look how well I'm doing. Look at all my points.
I can't see your live points.
Trust me, it's a large amount.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Did they like manually map this entire song? The song goes on for ages.
Are you sure it's not indefinite?
Is it indefinite?
Or
I'm gonna keep playing for like another 3 minutes and see if I can get to like the end. Oh no, there's like a little bar at the top that shows the progress.
oh, okay.
of the song.
I sure. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Should be almost done then, assuming my estimates are correct.
I'm realizing now, I think I forgot to press record stream. So that's a good thing to remember for the next stream, I think.
That's okay. After the showcase, when you get back to the art thing, you can just hit the show
I'll
stream.
hit
and you can
record.
show both.
We should be able to download the recording from Twitch, but like, you know, it won't be as good quality. That's alright. So the game just ends there. I think I've won. I'm really, really impressed with the graphics, and honestly, I think one of the hardest things to do for rhythm games is get it properly synced up with the music. But I felt like I was tapping along to the beat, and it was pretty accurate. I think one of the most frustrating things that can happen with rhythm games is you feel like you are tapping along to the music, but the map isn't synced up.
Yeah, chart creation.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, they've done. Josh has done really well with this game. I am very impressed. Okay. Let me. Oh dear. I've done what's called not a pro gamer move and very messily transitioned the stream. Alright. Here we go. Back to art. I believe Clinton also worked on that game. But
Sorry, what?
I believe Clinton also worked on that game. Not sure who else was there. I should have gotten some like credits ready so I could, you know, attribute that game to all the people who made it. But
I'm gonna need a sec, Izzy. So just
no
count me
worries.
as AFK, bro. I guess.
Yeah. I actually reckon we'll take a 5-minute or so break there because I would like to get some water for myself. So I will bring the music up and I will put on the intermission slide. And I will see you guys back here in around 11:45, just in a few minutes. And I'll talk to you later, Kim.
Yeah, sounds good.
See ya. Hello. We are back. Kim, are you there, or is he still busy? I think he's still busy. That's okay. We don't need him.
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh, god damn it. I mean, I guess you can stick around. That's fine. What are we doing, Kim? Should we keep working on assets? Do we want to showcase something else? I think maybe we'll keep going with assets just because it's close to 12 o'clock and we have 2 sprites. Does that work for you? He's muted himself. He is busy. We'll let him finish off what he needs to do. And...
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. You're all good. Cool. So I am going to make a start on doing some of the world, or the environment that will be playing in. So I'm gonna do is
I did get some feedback that the stream was a bit laggy, so.
Oh, is it?
That is the thing.
Is it laggy like right now, or? Let's see if I can.
I'm not sure. I think it's okay. I think it was just before when you were also sharing screens with me.
Right, I see.
It was killing your PC.
No. Yeah, it's good that we got that feedback. We really appreciate it. Because I am kind of feeling around in the dark right now. I am not sure about the stream quality, so it's good to hear that from you guys.
It's okay. We just make do with what we got. So.
For sure. Cool.
Alright.
So
are we moving on?
Let's move on. So what we want to do next is we want to do some environment. So what we decided for the principle of this game is it was going to be like a cat walking around on a kitchen bench, right? So we'll need to do some kitchen bench bits.
Wait, are we going to use that, like, what's it called? Like Parallax Effect or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Background?
I reckon we'll do that at the end.
Okay.
It'll be a fun parallax effect to do, actually, because you'll probably just be like a lounge or like a person's house in the background.
Yeah, I think it's just like a kitchen or something. Oh, maybe not a kitchen. Maybe like a living room. That might be easier, because I feel like kitchen has a lot of like appliances and stuff that you'd have to draw.
Yeah, but just for now, we'll just do...
have like a sofa in the background or something, I don't know.
For now, we will just do a simple counter. This is just going to be the ground that the cat walks on, basically. So let's do 128 by. I'm going to make it kind of long, I think. So 128 by, what's that times 4?
Maths.
Maths.
That's what it is.
Jesus, 128 times 4.
You know, you can just press Windows key, calculator.
512. I should know this. I feel like we work in binary a lot, and I'm really...
Big brain engineering student can't do simple multiplication.
That's the classic, isn't it? And I've done this the wrong way around. Hang on, this should be long. Let me resize the canvas. 128, 512. Okay, cool. As usual, we're going to want to grab a player and put them in here, so we kind of have a frame of reference for how big our world needs to be, how it needs to look. So let's grab him. He's so cute. Look at him.
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it the cat. I don't have a name for him yet.
I
Or
would
her.
die for her. Or him. for them?
For them.
Do it for
No
them.
gender labels here.
Okay. And I'll chuck the teapot in as well. So this kind of just helps us see what a level might look like. Cool. So I'm going to merge these down, make it a bit transparent, so it's just like doesn't obstruct us too much from drawing the art. And let's. What do kitchen benches look like? They're usually like wooden, right?
Yeah, just go with the wooden one. Yeah, I'm a fan of just simple wooden desk.
Do you have a simple wooden desk over there?
Over there, you mean my place?
Yeah.
It's like a wooden desk, but it has a glass top.
Right. Oh damn. Bougie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice because then like you don't really like damage the wood, you know.
Yeah,
But you still get that wood aesthetic.
that's true. I'm just too broke to afford a glass desk. I have one.
Yeah,
I
imagine.
think it's wood, but I can't tell. Like I can't tell if it's just like cheap and it's been made to look like wood. Guess we'll see if it breaks or not. I just bought it the other day off like some really cheap website. Can't wait to have an income. Just student things. Okay.
Honestly, I feel like we could just have an infinite board, like an infinite
Yeah.
wooden board for now, and then you can just get started on the like the background.
Yeah.
Because I think the background's gonna take you a while,
Yeah,
and we
for
only
sure.
have like an hour left, so.
No, you're right. Cool. So the board is kind of gonna look like this, and I think they'll be a bit thicker. So we'll want them to be able to go in the air as well, because there will be shelves that you can jump up onto.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let's do this, and okay. Let's get a lighter brown now, so those will be the outlines. And how I usually like to make pixel art interesting is when you're choosing like lighter shades of, you know, the same color to do in art. You want to change the hue just a little bit. So don't just be using like a darker version of the exact same color or a lighter version of the exact same color. So for example, with this brown here, I'm using, I am using two browns here to do the wood, but why am I using my mouse to draw this? I have a drawing tablet. You can, what I've done is I've made this lighter brown a bit more yellow than the orangey dark brown I have up here, and that just makes it a little bit more interesting. Oh my god. What's happening here? Okay. Cool. So we have this kind of wooden color here. We'll go slightly darker color. And we'll just do a few little kind of like grainy looking wood bits to make it more interesting.
Can we get some wood knots?
Yeah. The easiest way to do wood is just to do like a few like circly looking things in places and then just trace around them.
Yeah. The knots where like the branches would be.
Now, the tricky part here is we do want this to be able to be a looping pattern. I think I might have made this too big because we might want shelves to be even smaller than this.
Yeah, I think make them like maybe 2 lengths of a character,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh.
Let's,
and then we can just keep like repeating them.
let's. Okay, so what we'll do is I will, grab-
Maybe 2 is too small. Maybe 3.
I will cut it
3
down.
lengths of a character.
think maybe about this long. It's like a good minimum length. And then if that can just loop over and over, that'd be good.
Yeah. Wonder how well you're gonna get this loop going if it doesn't look too repetitive.
That might. We'll just do a basic one for this showcase, but ideally, if you're making the game a bit nicer, you'll have a whole bunch of like variations on the wood that all loop. But because they're all, you know, they still loop, but because they're all different, it kind of doesn't look as repetitive. So, what we do
You can also always use the trick of flipping it, rotating it, all sorts of stuff to like make it seem less repetitive than it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Cool. So, what I do at this point is I take this end, copy it, and paste it over here. And what we want to do is we want to make sure these two ends line up. I've actually, okay. I've kind of almost already done it, which is convenient. But we'll just have this line up here, like that. So you can see that once we get these two pieces connecting, they should loop over each other. In fact, just to prove it, I am going to
Prove it.
Control B. That's what I want. Sorry. So just to prove that it is doing what I say it is, I will put these two next to each other, and we can actually see that they line up and loop together. So we have a nice little shelf there.
Nice.
Cool. So just to spice this up a little bit, I'm going to add another tone of brown and blue, just to make it a little more interesting. So I'm just going to highlight some of these wooden bits in between here. Okay, so we have a shelf now. What we'll also want to make is we'll want to make some shelf ends. So we want to make it so that the shelves don't just cut off here, like this kind of sharp rectangular thing. If that makes sense, I think. Sometimes I feel like I just talk and it don't make sense. You guys will see what I mean in a second. So, because these kind of look pretty choppy, we kind of want it to look more like a rounded edge. It's just nice to look at. So I'm going to draw some of those for this shelf. So.
Wait, if you have the rounded edges, then what about the connections? Or is this just for like?
What I'll do is I will make the rounded edges separate sprites, and
Okay.
when we get into making the game, we can fix that.
That'd be good.
Cool. So I've just cheated a little and used the circle tool to make a rounded edge. Cool. And we're gonna
What would the proper way of doing it be?
Drawing everything by hand like they did in Cuphead, obviously.
The tools are there for you to use, Izzy.
That's a good point. I don't know, I'm genuinely just astounded by how much effort they put into that game. I just felt exhausted watching how much was going on. Like, it's like they really didn't have to do it, but they did.
You know what, Cuphead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know, to make the game, you know, fundamentally how it is, there's no reason they had to go so all out with the animation, but they did anyway. and I have to commend them for that, I think.
Look, it got, because of it, it turned out to be a really successful game, so
Yeah.
it all worked out.
Yeah. Good for them. Cool. So we've got one end here. I'm just going to copy and paste that to make the other end. And we will rotate that around this way. Cool. I'm just going to check how much I need to change for this end to make sure it works. So, actually, I think that looks alright. I'm happy with that. Cool. So now we have two ends for the counter. So these will be separate to the kind of rest of the shelf that we have, but basically we can add them in to make our game look nice once we start making it. Cool. So let's put this over here. So we have our environment now. And what else do we need? So we've got our shelves. We need...
What do you want, like, an obstacle or something like that?
I don't think it's necessary for MVP. I think maybe... Oh, we need like a...
Yeah.
Or maybe like a simple damaging obstacle, like something equivalent to like spikes.
What could be like thematic that's kind of like something that'll be on a table? A fork? But if it's just like a, like...
What would a cat not want to step on? Or what would a cat want to avoid?
Water?
Water? Could we...
Like a puddle of water or something? I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Because... Could just do knives and forks. But the thing is, my cat would so knock those off the table as well. We could just do some...
Like...
We could just do some spikes.
Why are there spikes on the table?
Why are there spikes on a kitchen bench? I don't know. But there could be. Okay. Let's go with...
Let's not think about it too much. Yeah, just go with the spikes.
Let's just go with spikes for now, and we'll fix it up later.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to make them just... I'll make them the same color as the teapot to make it less confusing, so people can just associate that with like, enemy, danger, damage, etc. So just do a spike.
Nice and simple. Don't overcomplicate things.
Exactly.
Keep to your scope, guys.
I'm not one to talk when it comes to that, but I am a big... I definitely agree with that. I really need to practice sticking to my scope. Problems I get like excited to do something.
Yeah, some really cool idea hits your brain,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh my god, I need to implement this now. I remember when I was making my quality Star Dragon said the teapot could spray water, and yeah, I think we will make that happen during the animation
for
stream.
Sure. Actually, what I'm looking to do in the animation stream is I will do some particle effects, so that should be fun. So we can have like a whole explosion.
You know, this actually makes so much sense. Like the teapot, like cats not go teapots, but teapots, can also, well, I mean, not real teapots.
Yeah.
Real teapots don't spray water, but they do
This
contain.
one, when they're evil, they do.
And yeah, not every cat. Oh, I like to say the majority of cats don't like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got a bestseller on our hands, honestly.
Honestly, I should get paid for just
You should get paid
amazing
for...
ideas that I'm just generating.
I'll keep that in mind. If you were 10%
Yeah.
cut.
I'll send you my bank account details after the stream.
Okay, I've just done 3 spikes. Hopefully that's enough. And then we can just repeat that. But again, as you can see, even though the spikes are kind of white-ish compared to the counter, they're actually a mix of colours to keep it interesting. So there's kind of dark pink, a lighter pink, and then a bit of blue in there. And from a distance, that just kind of looks a little shiny. Part of the fun and the joys of pixel art, just art in general. I definitely do recommend, if you're just starting off with a game, starting off with pixel art, just because it simplifies the artistic process a lot more, and it also just looks really good.
I can't see jumping into 3D is the best choice. 3D is really hard when it comes to making art assets.
Yeah, there's a way steeper learning curve, as well as there's just kind of less kind of programs, and it's less intuitive. I think Blender would be the big one if you want to get into 3D art, but again, there's a big learning curve to getting into that. I'm having a go at it myself, but I think when you do 3D, you also definitely do just need to learn about how to break your sprites and stuff as well, which is obviously more complicated than just getting like a PNG image and just dropping that into your game. So pixel art is a great place to start. So we have spikes, we have a repeating shelf.
Wait, those spikes are kind of cute.
Right? Oh, we need like a win location.
Oh,
Do you think the cat's
right.
on the kitchen bench because he's trying to get to some, like a big plate of fish that's on the kitchen bench?
Oh yeah, let's go with that. I like that idea.
Okay.
Oh. What kind of fish though? Is it grilled? Is it fresh?
I reckon grilled fish, just because I like the implication that the cat's owner has gone into the effort of making this meal for themselves. Because my cat does this. Sometimes we leave the kitchen for like 2 minutes and our cat's like made his way over to our dinner. We cover it, but sometimes he just sits there and looks at us and makes us feel guilty about not feeding him.
Yeah, like, how dare you eat without me?
Yeah, exactly. He's so spoiled, honestly. He deserves it, and I love him, but he's so spoiled.
All the more reason why he's spoiled.
Yeah. I think I'll make the fish cute as well. I'm gonna make it yellow to symbolize.
Wait, you're gonna make just like, yeah, I think just one fish is good.
Yeah. I'll just have it like floating there, and when you touch it, you win.
Oh, you're not gonna put it on a plate?
I'm very lazy, and I think like in the terms of the kitchen, like it'd be like side on. I could put it on a plate and just have it floating, but I'm lazy. Not like this. Change it later if I feel like it. I'm gonna make the fish golden, because then it's like.
Yeah. Star Dragon said also as a part of. Also, as for particle effects, you could also implement steam as well. Could be used to indicate like an enraged state of the teapot, or indicate when the teapot is going to like use an ability or something like that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, and it actually brings up a really good point, because I mean, doing the art is so much more than just, you know, making the game look pretty. Most games, if you play them through, rely a lot on visual cues for you to know when things are ready to go. So like, for example, when a power is recharged and ready to go, you rely on sound and visual cues to do that. There's not like a pop-up that comes up every time that says your power is ready to be used. Usually there's like a shimmer on your character and some kind of like a little like sparkling or alert sound.
Yeah.
So visual effects and getting into art is really important for just the quality of the game as well. How do you draw a baked fish? It's like dead.
Why are we going with baked?
It's like,
You like your grilled fishes?
yeah, but how do you make it look like cooked? I'll like put like some orangey, grilly looking bits on it.
Wait, the current color of the fish kind of reminds me of that like, was it like that fish shaped dessert thing?
Fish shaped dessert thing?
Yeah, it's like that Japanese kind of like fish shaped dessert thing. I don't know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's got like filling in it, right? And it's
yeah. It's like bean paste filling or something.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what they're called though. They sell them at Munchie Mart. I used to but they like fill them with ice cream there. Good.
Good old Munchie Mart.
I miss Munchie Mart. I haven't.
Dude, I swear Munchie Mart makes so much money off just UA students.
Yeah.
They gotta be like millionaires.
Honestly, yeah. I think they've done well. I can't imagine they're doing amazingly in COVID. I don't know how many of you guys watching first years, but I think I was talking to a first year last weekend, and I was like, I think the saddest thing about kind of doing uni online is you'll never get to experience the joy of finishing a lecture and then just heading to Munchie Mart and eating
during lecture.
Or during a lecture, even.
Yeah.
Chad Kim's on.
Yeah, come on, you gotta like show up halfway into the lecture
with like a
Munchie
Mart like canned coffee in your hand.
I swear everyone's done that. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but like showing up with like snacks in your hand and stuff.
Okay. I think that suffices.
The uni experience at its finest, and then you just be eating there in the lecture room.
Yeah.
And there'll be a sign, no food or drink, but it's still munching.
I'm not naming names, but I do recall a certain few lecturers eating and or drinking in computer labs. So I think if they've got the pass, then it's all right. Maybe. You didn't hear it from me though.
Yeah.
Man, I do miss uni being in person.
Yeah, a lot of funny things. Damn, what sucked more than you guys? Like the first years and stuff. They don't really experience even last year, right?
Mm.
So like second years, they didn't really get experience on campus stuff that much either.
Yeah, exactly. COVID has honestly just been really rough. I think we're getting. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we are coming to the end of the COVID trilogy. This really does just feel like 2020 Part 3, It's not like 2022. But I think, it seems like Omicron's just going to continue to do its thing and just kind of become like the cold, really.
Just need to embrace it.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's fine. I think I'm spending too much time on this grilled fish. I think I will leave it.
that fish is something. That's for sure.
I think it's cute.
It does look quite tasty, not gonna lie.
You'd eat it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of I don't know if you've ever had goldfish crackers.
No.
They're like tiny little like fish shaped cookies. These kind of look like that. Just gonna give this a little flavor by.
It's got flavor? Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's got flavor.
Yeah, baby. Okay.
Alright, you should finish up that fish. We got backgrounds to make.
We've got backgrounds to make. I will make it very
I
simple.
say we, but you got backgrounds to make.
You're contributing. You're
Yes.
you know, doing your thing.
I'm
Moral
observing
support.
and yeah. I don't know if my support was that good, but
Listen, we wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't be making a game about a fish and a cat and a teapot.
alright, what's your game? Why are you complimenting me?
I'm on the topic of COVID. I'm also kind of gutted about not being able to have like club nights in person and stuff, because I feel like that's even like Clubs Expo. I was so stoked to do like I have this as a stall. Like it's nice to have the opportunity to do this and show like all you guys the process of making a game and stuff, but it's not the same as just having a stall and meeting people, hanging out with them and stuff.
Yeah. It's not the same as being in what, OGB or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like cramped and it's just hot.
Yeah.
And stuffy, yeah.
And just picking up
nothing
like free
like
candy and stuff from each stall.
Yeah. Oh, do you have free stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah, I'm interested in your club.
Never attends. I'm gonna create a
I don't know what you're talking about. I attend every club I sign up for.
You attended Game Dev Guild, clearly.
Yeah.
Some of it anyway. Cool.
Not the tutorials, but I showed up to the teams. Oh,
That's true.
now
Gdg
relabeled to
Jam.
Gdg Jam.
Fish win. Okay, I'm gonna save this fish now. Save as PNG. Okay. Cool. So we put our fish. I think that's all we need. So we've got counters, spikes, fish, and then aside from that, we just need the background. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and even like the background, if we're talking like strict MVP, you could just literally have it as like a blank image or like just an image or something, or it doesn't have to have this like parallax effect or anything like that.
But it is really nice, and I would like to demonstrate it. I think I'll see how far I get before 1 p.m. And I mean, the thing is, basically, parallax effect is more impressive the more layers you do. But I might just do like one background and then one layer parallax effect.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. I mean, I'm sure you guys know what parallax effect is, but it's like, when you're moving and the things closer to you are moving along faster than the things really far away from you. We can basically make that happen in game, so it kind of helps the player know how fast they're moving and where they're moving, stuff like that. And it also just looks cool. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's kind of just gives the, I don't know, sense of movement is not strange. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I'm sure you'll do a better job at explaining it than me.
Yeah, I think the best way to do it would just be find a video. I'll showcase a game. We can just showcase it when we showcase our game, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, sounds good. Are we showcasing that this stream or?
That will be next stream, I think.
Alright, sounds good.
I do want to end this one off with one of Yoe's games.
Okay.
Have you seen his pizza game?
No, I haven't actually. The
really
VR one?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna call this one
I
Shelf
look forward to it.
Shelf 1, just because we may in the future make more shelves, also may not. So, Shelf 1.
Future proof. I like it.
Exactly. Cool, and I'm saving it as a PNG as well. What are we doing next? We want to save some of these shelf ends too. Create. Save as shell.
So, what are we thinking for the background? A little cozy living room, or?
I think so. I'm wondering how you can do a. I'm wondering exactly how to do a repeating background with that, just because most people's lounges don't go on forever.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, we could just have it as like just a static image of a living room, with a little couch. And,
Yeah.
like picture frame or something, or in like a window or whatever.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, make it easy. What we could... Yeah, it might be easier just to have the background be a wall with like. Oh, the thing is, it's gonna need to face a wall, right? Because that's gonna make sense with how the shelves come out of the wall.
Yeah, just have it as a wall with like paintings in the background or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there won't be too much parallax effect going on there because the wall's right there, but we can make the wall look a bit interesting. So maybe we don't even need to do parallax effect for this game.
Yeah, let's just skip that. We can just showcase it, but
yeah, for sure.
It just doesn't seem necessary. It's not a matter of like
sticking to our scope. Something like that. Shelf and I'll save this one as a PNG. Cool. I'm saving. What else am I missing? I'm missing the spikes, aren't I? I'm just going to save the spikes now, and then we should be good to start on the background. Do we want to showcase the game before we start on the background?
Yeah, we have time. Let's just do it, because I think to wrap up the stream, we'll probably just finish up the background and just wrap up the stream.
How's the chat doing, by the way, Kim?
Chat's fine.
It would have been really nice.
Come on, Izzy. You gotta stay on top of these things. You're a streamer now.
I'm a streamer now?
You gotta pay attention to chat.
She was a streamer girl. She's
Okay, that's just cringe.
She wasn't good enough for her. Okay, I've got
moving on.
Got all the assets saved now. My computer is really slowing down. It's not happy about this.
Like I said, you need an upgrade.
I think I do actually.
I mean, I get the like mobility aspect of like having a laptop, but
yeah.
God, I don't know how you do anything at home with just a laptop.
Well, I'm doing it right now. I don't know if you believe it, but I actually am successfully doing things as we speak. Damn, I forgot about this.
Ugh.
This is you.
Yuck.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. I'm for context, Kim, I'm flashing between the initial sketch we did of the cat and our final version of the cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even the initial version of the cat was pretty cute.
It was pretty cute. He didn't have a nose. We forgot to give him a nose. The initial one. Okay. So we're on to background now. Do we see my options are either we finish background now and then we round off the entire stream with a showcase, or we showcase now and then just wrap it up ourselves at some point.
Well, how quickly do you think you can get the background done?
It can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 10 hours.
To 10 hours?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'll make a start on the background now, and then when we get bored, when I get bored...
Well, yeah. I think let's just get started on the background, and then once we have like maybe, well, how long is the showcase for the VR game gonna be?
So it's about, I think his the trailer for his game is about 2.5 minutes long.
Okay, well, how about when we get to like 5 minutes or something?
5 minutes to
5 minutes to 1.
That's it.
We'll just stop it wherever you are, and
Yeah.
you can finish the background off stream if required.
Yep. He's an actual genius though. Like I don't know how he does it, because he's created this game and it's been on Steam for like the last 2 years. So he like released it in like his first year of university. That's insane to me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I
Right.
mean, I don't really check out VR games because I don't have a VR headset.
I don't either. Yeah. But man, I don't know. I'm just impressed, I guess. How big do we want to make this background? I'm gonna go with. So if the cat is about 64 by 64, let's make the background like 1024. See, I'm remembering my binary numbers here. By 512. I think. Okay. Let's go. So I have a new file up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the background a wall, and there's gonna be shelves that come off it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the shelves are just the platforms, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we gonna do with the wall?
Guess we could just put some like paintings and stuff on it. We could do a bit of parallax effect by having like a window, and the window is transparent, and then you can see some stuff outside.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could just have a window that.
Yeah. Okay. First things first. I'm going to, as usual, chuck the player into this so we have an idea of the scale of this picture. And I'm also going to actually import some of the shelves so we can see how big the shelves are as well. These are quite small. Okay. What color should this person's... What's a good, like, kitchen wall color? This is a question of interior design now. Game development can take you so many places. It's incredible.
Let me think. How about... Well, isn't, like, the standard wall color just, like, that pastel-y kind of white?
Pastel
like yellowish.
white? What's the difference between regular white and pastel white?
Okay, pearl white. There you go. Like, it's not that, like, it's like that murky white.
Yeah.
Not an actual white.
Yeah, let's make it... I'll make it like a...
So Star Dragon said, to add to art, sometimes the final concept of an art can be quite different from the initial design. As game dev, it is an iterative process, and dev's feedback and the technical limitations can shape the visuals.
Are you reading this off something? Or...
Yeah, it's off chat.
Oh,
you know,
damn.
As a co-host, I do actually pay attention to chat, unlike someone.
An insight. I think I'm being harassed and bullied by my co-host personally. I'm sick of
As you should be. Well, not
as I should be. Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna like... I don't know what walls look like. No one ever told me when I got into game dev I'd have to make houses look nice. Man.
You know, I can't believe you didn't take a course in interior design just for this exact moment.
Damn, it do be a hard knock life. I'm just gonna
dude,
make it.
literally just look at your wall and pick that color.
It's white. It's boring. Okay, I'm just gonna make it like a striped wallpaper.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I think people have striped wallpapers. The thing about this is we
Striped
also
wallpapers from the 90s or something. What's going
yeah.
on?
Weren't we talking about this game being from like the 90s or something? Side scrollers.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. I can see you the point.
What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to do more straps because I think this background also needs to loop. Because, you know, what if the...
I like that color.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about how we want, what's the best way to make this background. Because we want it to be able to loop as well.
A tiling pattern or something?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just going to do this actually. I'm just going to copy and paste this stripe in a lot of places. Should work out for us. Maybe.
So
Honestly,
what are we putting on the walls to make it like?
I
What
reckon just
details
like
are we putting on the
some
wall?
like little paintings of like, or photos, or like little drawings of pixel people. You know, people put up pictures in their house
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, just have like a couple of those that would just like keep scrolling by as
Yeah.
the character walks.
Yeah,
That should be good. And just have them repeat
Mhm.
constantly. It might be a little bit monotonous, but you know, an MVP is an MVP.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think backgrounds are hands down the hardest part of doing art. At least for me, I just think, I don't know, I guess this is what I was saying before, because I came from drawing like a lot of fan art and stuff like that. I feel like the most fun part of art is like drawing a thing, or drawing a person, or drawing a character. So like, I don't know, sometimes drawing a background feels kind of boring to me. Also, it's like the scope of it is so big, you have to draw like quite a big thing. So definitely for me, I find it the hardest part. But people might disagree with me. I know there's a lot of people who are really into doing landscapes and stuff like that. I'm just personally not very good at them.
Yeah, how dare you have your own opinion on this matter?
It's true. Kim, did you ever consider getting into art or doing art?
Oh yeah, I did. I did art throughout high school. It was really fun. I don't know. I wouldn't say I grew out of it. I just didn't really. I don't know. Didn't really see what I wanted out of it, so I kind of just stopped.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now I'm just a stinking engineer.
Disgusting.
Ugh. Imagine showering, right?
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Game Developer Guild stream. You heard it here first. Imagine showering. We do love to hear it. I think that's the worst part about engineering though, is because there genuinely have been moments where I've had so much work that I've been like, do I shower today or do I keep studying? You know, I feel like
Dude, how are you, like, I don't get it. How can you be so busy that you can't take 10 minutes to have a shower?
I don't know. Some of those like pre-exam crams have kind of got me feeling like that. I'm like 10 minutes is like that's like 10 minutes of a lecture I could watch. You know.
No, that's 20 minutes of a lecture that you can watch at 2 times.
That's true. This guy gets it. This guy's an engineer.
Yeah, you know me. Optimize, be efficient.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Okay. Should we just leave the background as stripes for now? Like, just in terms of...
Yeah, honestly, I think that's fine. Just leave it as stripes for now. It
think,
doesn't have to be anything amazing.
I think this is enough for, like, a basic game. I think in the Tuesday stream, I might come back and do some obstacles and stuff like that. But just in terms of a minimum viable product game, we're going to have our cat. We're going to have our, little jumpy things. And I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do last actually is just kind of like build like a fake level on my art program, if that makes sense. It kind of just helps me visualize what the game is going to look like and what I want out of the game, or what I expect it to look like when I'm done. So I'm just going to start copying and pasting a few of these.
I mean, we can't just do this like level based. It's not gonna be like an infinite scroll or anything. So we can just like do a mini level like right now.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say it looks like this.
The tutorial level.
The tutorial level. That's the one. Let's take in the teapot as well. Let's say the teapot is here. Definitely does look a little blurry now, and if we were to make it nicer, definitely put some more interesting things in the background. We'll probably want to make an asset that for the thing that the teapot shoots, but I think we can just use a default circle for now, probably. And
sounds good.
Also going to open up some shelf views. I'm kind of surprised with how much I got done. I thought I'd be a lot more stressed than this to get this finished. I guess it just goes to show game development really is easy. Anyone can make a game. And that's the moral. That's the
like slight.
What?
Why are you saying that with like slight amount of sarcasm?
I'm not. It's the moral of the story for today. It's the nice. It's the. I'm being encouraging. Why does my encouragement sound like sarcasm?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know how it sounds.
Okay, so I'm just chucking some of the ends to the shelves now. These all look like they're looping nicely, which I'm pleased with.
This is looking pretty good.
Thank you. You know, I actually, genuinely, I really like the idea of this game, like, thematically.
Yeah, no, like, it's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. I was gonna do
pat
something...
on the back me, but, yeah.
I was actually gonna do something... I am glad you came along, because I was gonna do something, like, super boring. I was gonna just do, like, a man, and then, like, some, like, robots shooting him or something.
I am well known for my amazing
ingenious ideas.
creativity. Yeah, like... They call me idiotic genius.
Yes. Incredible. Okay, so we have a finished we have a finished example level out, I think. It would be much nicer to it would definitely be much nicer to have a more interesting background. But this does it for the MPV. MPV?
Wait, are you actually paying attention to chat for once, or what's going on?
I genuinely can't see the chat. My computer throws a fit if I can't. My computer throws
what
a...
you... Sorry?
Wait, what did the chat say?
No, I was just saying, like, what you were saying was just, like, kind of like a response to chat. So I was like, damn, she's onto it.
I'm gonna try and... I'll try and keep Twitch up. But my computer throws a fit when I, like, have the stream going at the same time as everything else.
No, that's fine. Pretty much, they just said maybe add in a window or wall decorations to make the background less plain.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. And I think what I'm actually going to do is
just add a little painting or something.
A little painting or something. Yeah, no, you're right. And I was thinking what I might actually do is I'm just going to group all these annoying layers so we can put them aside if we want to. Group. It's taking a very long time to do this. Okay, I love grouping, so I can just get rid of all of those things like that. I'm going to cut a small chunk out of the background, and that's going to be a window.
Okay.
And I'll make that transparent, so we should be able to draw like a little nice... Is that too much? Have I set my bar too high? No.
What?
I'm trying to think, because if I make a window, I'll have to do like a bit of parallax effect and stuff, you know?
Just make it one of those, like, you know, like windows, but like you can't really see through it because like it's just clean.
Okay, it's just super shiny. All right, let's do that. And then I'll add a painting as well.
Oh, you could just do a painting instead of a window. There you go, problem solved.
Yeah, easy. Okay. I'll give it like a sleek black photo frame.
Nah, it's just a tinted window. You can't see through.
Should I freehand? No, I'm not freehanding this. Never mind. I answered that question for myself.
Oh, damn. First day of uni.
First day of uni. I really hope some of you guys, I'd really love to see some of you guys in chat around at GDG. Genuinely, this is such a fun club to be part of, and I'd be really stoked to make some video games with you guys.
Yeah. Join us for some Gdg Jams. It'll be good. We'll let you guys think of some cool ideas and make it happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing too extravagant.
You work your way up to getting extravagant. It takes a lot of work.
It's rough.
I think, I don't know if you agree with this, Ken, but I think, I think, sorry?
Yeah?
Can I reword that? I don't care what you think, Kim.
Yeah, think, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I think the best way to get into, or just to build up your game dev skills, is to try and replicate an existing game, because then you don't need to worry about what's my game going to be like, what am I going to do. It just, it just lets you focus on building your skills.
Actually, there's something that kind of related to what you were saying, but I know we're gonna be covering all like kind of different aspects except music, except audio, because we don't actually have an audio person, I guess. That's they'll be willing or to showcase for us, but you know, what I'm trying to say is, don't think that you're gonna have to master all aspects of it. You can just be really good at one, and that's perfectly fine.
For sure.
You're gonna be put into like, you know, you can always just find someone else who can supplement.
Yeah, I think that's what I've really liked about Game Dev Guild, and I think I'll include that next time I do the opening slideshow. But
that'd be a good thing to mention.
I think it's really important that like it's like, no, you don't have to want to do any coding, you don't have to want to do art, as long as you like one of those things. You know, if all you want to do is make like some sound effects for a video game, you know, that's all you need to want to do. If you genuinely just want to play test some games for people and that's all you want to do, just have a go at playing games, that's fine as well.
Feedback is like very important to us, or for any developer really. And if you give actual like constructive feedback, then it's welcome.
And I mean, it's kind of
your whole purpose at the club could just be to play test and give criticism if that's what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, we just like having fun people who like video games around.
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? I'm glad Darren's coming on.
What? Look, if you don't like my co-host, someone else can take over for the next stream.
No, Kim, I'm kidding. Please. Okay. Alright, got a little picture frame going on there. This is gonna be fun. Let's do a little. What kind of?
Wait, can we have a little Easter egg as the picture frame? In the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
the Easter egg?
I don't know.
Let's do. I could draw our mascots in there.
No, we don't have to draw. Just import them in.
I'm doing this again. I'm drawing all of this with my mouse, and I have a drawing tablet. What is wrong with me?
Okay, dude. I get it. You're just trying to flex the drawing tablet.
Well, I would like to, but I keep not using it, so I'm not flexing it. Okay, so it's gonna have a little nail. Yeah.
Wait, are you actually like drawing the mascots or like?
I'll just do like a little doodle of them. It won't be like a detailed one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Kids doodle. That'd be cute. What games have you been playing recently, Izzy?
I have been playing recently. I always play a lot of Crypt of the Necrodancer, but recently I've been playing. I mentioned in a meeting we had a while ago, but the game Baba Is You. It's such an awesome puzzle game. It's done really, really well. I don't know. Have you heard of it before? Or?
Oh no, not since. I mean, I searched it up last time you mentioned it.
Yeah.
It looked pretty intricate.
Yeah. No, it's super well done, but I feel like you need a big brain to play it, and I don't have a big brain.
It had overwhelmingly positive reviews, so I'm sure it's good.
No, it's very well done. I also started playing a bit of oh my god, I forgot the name. It's got a big long name. Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh god, Divinity.
Have you played it?
No, I just keep seeing ads for it, so I'm like, what is this game? You know, like when you're on those like websites and you see those ad banners,
Yeah.
it's just like I always just see like Divinity.
Oh no. Play now.
No, this is like Raid Shadow Legends all over again.
Actually, Kim, you know what game I have been playing a lot of recently? I've been playing this really awesome mobile game called Raid Shadow Legends, and if you log in today,
Dude, we're not even sponsored for this.
Yeah.
Why are we giving them free
Oh,
advertisement?
I'll do a little.
You know, but if any Raid Shadow Legend personnel happens to see this, we're happy to take a sponsorship.
We are more than happy.
Selling myself out.
Wow. Okay, you know what the Easter egg will be? Like, I want the cat to be owned by like a human family, but I'll like make all the humans like look. They're like human versions of our mascots. So.
I mean, our mascots are already humanoid.
That's true. I'm just gonna make them like actual people though, you know?
Okay.
We are running a little low on time, so I'm gonna rush these and then probably finish this up in my own time.
Yeah, just, I don't know. How much time do we have left?
A few minutes.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not
I
the
think we might
worst.
just wrap it up here and then just showcase the game, and then you can finish up the painting and all that. Offshore.
But we're basically done with assets. Got a nice little photo frame going on here. The level will look like this. We're done. I wonder.
Sweet.
I might put like a blur
Good job.
effect on the background so people don't mistakenly think that you can like interact with the background or something like that. But we'll figure that out later.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks to everyone who's dropped in. And we'll wrap this up with showcasing one more game. So let me bring that up. Cool, I'm just going to turn the music off so you can actually hear what's going on. So this game is one of our club members' games. It's actually I think you can actually grab it on Steam already. It's still in early access, but I've heard it's already really fun. So it's called Pizza Master, and it's a VR game. So without further ado, let's give it a showcase.
Dun, dun, dun. That was the incorrect sound. Okay.
Onion and olives.
One coming up.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Ah, that's wrong.
My bad. Pizza's ready. Mamma mia!
I need a pink drink with 3 ice cubes. I need a pascayola and an onion.
Please wait, I'm not ready.
I also need an onion and olives. Just onion with an orange drink with 4 ice cubes.
Here you go.
Still need an onion.
Oh man! What are you doing?
Ah, sorry. No.
Oh.
awesome. What a game. I'm honestly kind of just blown away at, I don't know, just the quality of the game. I don't know, just feel like an indie developer and someone from our club. It's just so well done. I wish I had a
really
VR
like the voice
headset.
lines in the game.
Sorry?
I really like the voice lines in the game.
Yeah, they're good, right?
Mamma mia!
Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff.
So good, so good.
I wish I had a VR headset just to play this game. Should I get one? Are they expensive? Pricey, right?
Decently so.
I'm broke.
It's
Man,
a really good game.
yeah, no, but that's so I mean you saw in the video, but I think it's cool because you know, even if you don't have a VR headset, you can still play the waiter in the game. So yeah, one person plays waiter, one person plays the chef. It just looks cool. And I just can't imagine how long it must have taken to get all of that going together. But yeah, that is Pizza Master. And it's also 1 p.m. So, thank you to everyone.
Wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up for now. Thank you guys so much for joining. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us for a bit, having a chat. We made some assets today. So we just made a little cat character, a teapot enemy. What we'll be doing at the stream at 4 p.m. today is we will be doing some coding. So we will be coding our game together and making the game a game. So if you're interested in the programming aspect of game development, come join us at 4 p.m. To 7 p.m. and we'll see you then. If you want to quote unquote follow along at home as well, you can download Unity, but we'll have proper tutorials sorted out for week 3 or so. So yeah, no worries if you can't grab it, and we look forward to seeing you guys
in 3 hours.
No problem, Sniperiko. Thanks for attending. It's good to see you guys, and I hope I'll see you at 4 o'clock today. All right. See you guys.
Yeah.